Hi, welcome to another episode of Talking with Docs. I'm Dr. Brad Wiening.
And I'm Dr. Paul Zalzal.
So today we're talking about energy drinks.
There's lots of energy drinks on the market.
Yep.
We're not advocating using energy drinks.
Nope.
I've never drank an energy drink in my life, to be honest.
I think I've tried one, to be honest, for this video. But I drink energy drinks in the form of coffee on a regular basis. Some people tea, some people pop, and some people specific energy drinks.
Yeah, and so my one recommendation, if you're gonna drink an energy drink, read the label, see what's in it. A lot of different drinks have different things in them. Again, I'm not recommending these energy drinks.
Yeah, and if you do have a medical condition, discuss it with your doctor and only take it as prescribed by that manufacturer.
Yeah, one common thing in them is caffeine.
100%.
A lot of caffeine, that can give you high blood pressure, can give you an irregular heart rate.
Yep.
A lot of negative effects of caffeine, but I think the regular amount of caffeine that is generally recommended is it 400?
Yes, per day.
Yeah,
yes.
About 400 per day.
And the average cup of coffee has between 80 and 140.
I don't drink coffee.
I know you don't. You drink orange juice.
I do.
Yeah. So today actually we're going to be taking GFUEL, which was designed for gaming. So lots of people play video games, lots of kids play video games. So it probably was targeted to them. We just wanted to see what it did to some of our cardiovascular measures. So our saturation, our heart rate, and our blood pressure. So we're going to do some baseline readings. We're going to actually drink the drink. And then we're going to do some follow-up readings to see if it, A, made us feel any different, B, if it changed anything for us.
All right, let's do it. Okay. Baseline.
Baseline. Have a seat.
I've got white coat syndrome.
Yeah, I'm not even wearing a white coat.
I've got blue fig syndrome.
So like we talked about in our other video, you need to be in a comfortable position. Your back and arm need to be supported. Ideally, you should rest for 5 minutes, but we don't have time for that. And then we're going to do a baseline reading. Slow, gentle. So the nature of a blood pressure cuff, either manually or mechanical, is that it inflates to a pressure, a balloon around your arm, high enough pressure to obstruct the vessel so that there's no flow. Then it goes down to see both your systolic and diastolic numbers. So the systolic number is when your heart ejects blood. That's when you have the highest pressure. And then your diastolic measurement is what your baseline level of pressure in your vessels. So we're just going to see how excited Dr. Zalzal is for this video. Okay, it's pretty good.
Pushing hypertension.
Not really. He literally just sat down. So and we talked about in our other video too, you should do 2 or 3 measurements at a time, and you should do them the same time of day over multiple days to actually get an accurate reading of what your blood pressure is.
So you're aiming for about 120 over 80. That's kind of a number we use. Anything in the 120s and the 80s is usually pretty good. Unless you're a giraffe, you have much higher blood pressure. Get the blood to their head. Your neck's kind of long, so we'll see. All right. $127.84.
There you go.
3 heart rate. Oxygen saturation. This is a measure of the percentage of your oxygen saturation in your blood. These are all done using a little, usually through your finger. There you go.
149.
Good.
97.
Okay, got a 97% O2, 64 beats per minute.
Okay.
My baseline pressure was, what was it, 129 over 89.
I think I was like 127 on 82.
Okay, and then my baseline heart rate was somewhere reading, I think, 71 on the blood pressure.
I feel like mine was 81, so we'll go from there.
All right.
So the way that GFUEL works, the marketing's interesting. This Sonic the Hedgehog is on the front.
So you know it's good.
So you know it's good. 1 scoop is considered a dose. So they have this handy little scooper. You can take the lid off there, Paul, that would be awesome. So we pour this in. Each cup comes with a little metal ring that helps mix it up.
How much water did you put in?
The recommended amount. Okay. They're designed to be quite sweet. Actually, each serving has 140 milligrams of caffeine and only 15 calories with 0 sugar. The thought behind this when they made this product was that people that consume a lot of sugar can end up with a sugar rush and then a subsequent crash. So the thought is with less sugar, you're gonna reduce that. It actually has almost 3 times your daily requirement of vitamin C and other amino acids.
All right, remember, check the label of the energy drink you're drinking because some of them have way too much sugar.
And way too much caffeine.
And a lot of things you can't pronounce.
Yes. I think the FDA and the other governing bodies do limit the amount of caffeine that you can put per serving. So they are restricted that way, but obviously they're not there when you mix it. So
actually, for energy drinks, the restrictions are very loose. It's not a beverage. They're highly restricted for beverages, but these guys classify themselves as something other than a drink.
To get around it.
Yeah, so
Loopholes.
there's not a great regulation of this
Okay,
kind
are
of
you
thing.
ready?
Cheers.
I only had this once, but I remember thinking it was really sweet. Here we go.
What flavor is that?
I think peach rings.
Whoa, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog, okay. So we're gonna make note of the time, and then we're gonna retest after this is done. In an ideal setting, we wouldn't continue to work or do anything, we would just wait and see because obviously our activity could alter our blood pressure and our heart rate, but we're gonna do it again and we'll see. Again, this is the same amount of caffeine as one strong cup of coffee. Dr. Zalza does not do that, but he does drink.
How much rum did you put in this?
It's like 7 in the morning, so. It's pretty sweet though.
There's no rum in it, but it does taste like a pina colada.
Right, but it's sweet.
It's sweet.
Yeah, like almost too sweet for me.
It's really sweet.
Yeah, too sweet for me.
With no sugar.
Yeah.
So artificial
sweetener.
Which are not good for you either.
Yeah, we've done videos on that. So not exactly ringing endorsement for the energy drinks.
I need a bag of chips.
Or a funnel.
Some chicken wings. You chug that?
Yeah.
You're thirsty?
No, I just wanted to get it done.
You partied a lot in university.
Here we go, you're almost done. Tip her back. Okay. Okay, we're gonna check back in about 15 minutes to see if it had any effect on our heart rates and our blood pressure.
Or saturations.
Okay, so you had the GFUEL. How do you feel?
20 minutes ago. I feel a little, I mean, I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but I do feel a little more jittery.
Yeah, I'd agree. A hint, for sure.
I feel like, I don't know, I'm saying I'm gonna run a marathon, but I certainly feel different than I did 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It might be because we just filmed 3 videos in that time too. And I just lifted a car off someone. But other than that,
okay.
Let's see what my pressure is now.
What's your guess?
You're
you're not allowed to talk while you're getting ready. We talked about that in our video too. No talking, relax. Ideally sit for 5 minutes, which we haven't done. But we're gonna see. My guess is that it might be slightly up. I think your heart rate is gonna be up a little bit. But again, there are a lot of variables that predict your heart rate too. Like you could just be excited about doing the video, or placebo effects in general are about 30%. And the moment of truth. It is up a bit. So
pressure is up.
Your heart rate's down and your pressure is up a little bit. I mean, obviously one measurement, saying 10 millimeters of mercury on the diastolic or the systolic side in one setting is probably not a significant measurement, but definitely it is up a little bit.
All right. Heart rates, I would have expected the heart rate to go
ditto. And you could have just been not relaxed when you did it before. And this actually really highlights the shortcomings of some of these home measurements, and that's why you should do multiple readings, multiple different days. So when you show up at your doctor's office and you get one pressure, that's why white coat syndrome is a real thing. You race from the waiting room into the examining room, you're already nervous because you're at the doctor's office, and then your pressure's up. So I'm gonna sit just for a sec.
I'm just going to see if I can get my sats. So yeah, this is not a rigorous scientific study. We're just seeing how it affects us. We're really only doing one pressure measurement. We probably should do 3 pressure measurements. Instead of 2 of us, there should be 1,000 of us if you really want to find an effect. And we should randomize half of us, half of the 1,000 Paul and Brad's should drink a placebo. Half of the other half of the 1,000 Paul and Brad's should drink the energy drink, and then we should check the results again. And we should be blinded. We shouldn't know whether we drank the placebo or we drank the real one. That would be more of a proper study.
I'm up too.
Whoa,
so
you're up
my
too.
heart rate went down too.
Yeah.
And then my blood pressure went up.
Yeah. That's weird.
That is weird.
There you go. So in our non-scientific,
With our
non-rigorous,
N of 2.
essentially useless study, we found our pressure went up a little bit, our heart rate, mine went down a little bit.
Subjectively, I'd say a little bit jittery for sure,
Yeah.
and that's probably the goal of these drinks is to make you feel like up.
Yeah,
For gaming.
ironic too, because caffeine's supposed to bring up your heart rate.
Yeah.
Maybe it's taking a little bit longer to get absorbed. Maybe in the middle of my day today, I'm gonna be jumping around, bouncing off the walls.
And what I think it highlighted too is the nature of how a scientific study is done, and we demonstrated a lot of the shortcomings of studies that are poor.
Yeah, actually a lot of studies are done this poorly, and then the results are amplified and modified
That's
in
right.
the media, and you end up getting poor results. But there you have it.
There you go. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel.
And remember, you are in charge of your own health.
We'll see you next time.